we are absolutely afraid of what happens when we die. You can look at it from 2 points of view, and only two really. The idea that you actually live on, or that there is absolutely nothing. Now, I'm happy to tell you this, that if there is absolutely nothing that happens, then there is nothing to be afraid of whatsoever. Some people actually have this idea that they're going to live on in this perpetual void of nothingness and they're going to have to experience that. But that is where the logic comes in. We know that you cannot experience anything that is absolutely nothing. You can't experience nothing. But once you're dead, once you're done, there is no experiencing anything. Therefore, there's nothing to be afraid of. It's not going to be an afterlife of torture, of nothingness. Okay, I've said that enough. So the only other way to look at it is what happens to you if life were to move on. So that idea is a spiritual idea, and I'm going to talk generally here because there's a lot of different spiritual beliefs, right? And that comes from your experience in life. And if you want to know more about that, I do have a talk about what is the meaning of life. So moving on to our afterlife, we have to understand that moving on means leaving your body. Somehow you are an essence of some kind that is experiencing life beyond this physical world, beyond your physical body. What are you going to be like when you move on to the next level? Are you going to look like yourself? Are you going to look like the best version of yourself? This idea that we project that we're going to have some sort of likeness of who we are when we're on this plane, which is another form of survivalness. This idea, it's all about you and how you are going to survive beyond your own death. Everything about your body has a purpose, right? So you got a nose, you have lungs, you have all the workings in order to breathe in air, to distribute oxygen and nutrients through your blood to your cells, in and out, and all this. The heart is pumping. It has really one purpose, is to keep that all going. You have a brain that controls all these things without you even controlling it. All this stuff is happening without you actually controlling all that, and that is your brain, and so on and so on. So basically what I'm getting at is, when you die, are you going to have any need for any of that once you've left your physical body? If you are a soul of some kind, or just an essence of some kind, are you actually going to need a nose? Are you going to need to have ears? Because the body has an eardrum. It works in a certain way in order for you to hear the vibrations that are going on around you. Everything has a purpose. The taste, you have taste buds on your body, in your tongue, right? The sense of smell. The sense of smell is not just to smell wonderful things. It actually has a survival purpose. To smell danger, to smell what is not good, what is bacteria, and so on. So what is the purpose? What is the need for all of that once you become a soul or an essence of some kind? So what is heaven? What is a place called hell? What is utopia? What is the beyond like for real once you've left your body? Well, the only clues that we have are from our own human imagination through the experiences that you've had while you're living here in this world. So right now you're thinking, you're experiencing life right now, and you can only come up with an idea of what the afterlife is like only through what you have been taught and read, or you've gotten from various sources any number of ideas of what the afterlife is like. But what is it really like? So don't let it weigh you down. Don't let it put fear into you. Think about it for as long as you want. I would have simply just imagine it as a place where, the essence of you somehow becomes connected with the essence of others or other ideas of what an essence might be beyond this physical world, beyond time. In this realm of beyond this physical world, we don't even know what time is like. How does light travel? How do we experience motion? It's all wonderful questions that we can ask ourselves, but as long as we don't get the idea that somehow there's going to be something to be feared on the other end. And I do know, and I think you will all know what I'm talking about this idea that you're going to go to hell. Because that puts fear into people. This idea that you're going to go to hell for the sins that you have while you're here on this plane, on this living this experience. So that's a biblical point of view, to which also can be interpreted in different ways. I'm really not going to get into the aspects of a Bible or any other book or writing explaining the afterlife. I hope you've enjoyed this time to think about it with me, because I'm not claiming anything, and that's important. I'm not claiming anything. But we can think about this in a logical way, to which even if you are a believer in spirituality or not, that there are various different possibilities. And the only thing that we need to really worry about is now and how we're living now. Whether you're living it well or not. Are you living in fear? Well, that's not living well. Are you spreading fear? You're not living well. You're not causing humanity to live well. So live well now. Until next time, I really do want you to take care of yourself. And I really do wish you well.